to the 30s podcast. My name is Clint.
Uncle Marcus.
What up, Marcus? Who else do we got?
We have a special guest today. Welcome back, returning guest Chelsea. Is
Yay.
Chelsea. Ayo.
Back so soon.
I know, it's wonderful.
I was here like, what, 2 weeks ago?
I think like a month.
Month
Three.
ago?
It's been a
Really?
month.
Has it been that? Has it
It's
been,
been that
already?
long. Yeah.
It's been
I
so
look more
long.
alive this time than I did
You
last
think?
time.
Yeah, I think so.
The wonderful
Si se
angel.
puede.
Si se puede.
Si se puede.
Si se puede.
It's the wonderful angel lighting in here by our producer Caesar.
There he
who's
is.
here.
Hi, everybody.
Yay.
Yes, he's here. So
Ow.
we forget him sometimes. But
Oh,
we don't forget
I didn't
him.
say that.
We forget to mention that he's here.
The audience doesn't forget.
The audience
they
is
never forget. They're like, where is he?
Yeah, he's asked for it now that, you know, where's that voice coming from? And, oh, it's Caesar. So,
Yep. Need more cameras.
gorgeous locks.
Oof.
Flowing locks.
That 9.5.
Oh, that, speaking of gorgeous flowing locks.
Here we go.
Yes.
Here's what I wanted to ask you guys. More you, Chelsea, because she's blowing up, you guys. Chelsea is
Oh my gosh.
blowing up.
No,
You-
I'm not.
you know, she's getting really big. But I was at work the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and I was dealing with a couple that was probably around our age, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and they were like, I'm a bartender. If you guys don't know, you guys all know. I say it all the time. And they were cool. We were kind of bantering back and forth. They were really chill, and they were like, "Oh, are you the manager?" And it was like, "No, what's wrong?" Right? Because they were super cool, very chill people. They were like, "Oh, you just kind of give off boss vibes." I was like, "What?" They were like, "Yeah, you just kind of look put together, and the way you're kind of handling what's going on around you, you just gave off boss vibes." And I was like,
Boss bitch vibes.
"Well, thank you so much." It immediately went to my head.
Of course it did.
You were
Look at
cocky
that.
for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I was like,
Straight to your hair.
yeah, straight to my.
Straight to-
The hair goes higher. And
That's
higher
why
and higher.
your poof is
That's right.
the
That's
way
why
it
I'm
is right
poofed all
now.
the way up today.
Poof is ego.
And yeah, I was like, oh, that felt amazing, and it got me thinking about just compliments in general. When somebody gives you a compliment, I'm always really bad about it. I'm like, oh, thanks. Like,
Yep.
you know, I always think like, is this just casual conversation? Do you actually think that, you know, my high hair looks good, or is it just like, oh, yeah? And I never know how to handle compliments, and in that situation, I was very receptive to it. I was like, oh, this feels great. But I wanted to ask you guys, like, how do you handle compliments when someone gives them to you?
Can you?
Whoever wants to. Chelsea, let's ask you.
Very, very seldom do I know how to accept compliments.
Yeah.
I'm very awkward about it. I usually like make a pterodactyl sound.
Oh.
Yeah,
whole
just,
shriek.
So-
like
So, hey, you look nice today.
you asked to demo and
I'm
I
sure
did it.
I did it.
Yeah,
That's
or
right.
I make like some really obnoxious like rubber face
Yeah.
reaction to it. I'm just like, thanks.
Yeah.
Over the top.
Thanks. Or I'll do kind of the like.
Right.
That means I'm like, okay, I'm kind of accepting it. I'm like, thanks. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to like wean it away
right.
from me. I'm like, let's talk about you.
This is an inherent arrogance maybe about it. Of like, oh, go on.
Yeah,
You know,
I,
like,
just, I don't
no,
like
you
it.
don't have to do
I
that.
have never been good at accepting compliments.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not saying I don't like appreciate them.
Right.
I do get them
Mm-hmm.
and I appreciate when I get them. But
Right.
I'm also like, I don't know how to take them
It's just
without
awkward.
sound. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I just, ugh.
Because there's
It
one
makes me-
end of it where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, this person's actually like, oh, they like my hair, or whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's like, you don't have to say that. You know,
Yeah.
just like appreciate it from afar. Or, you know, because then what do I want my response to be? Be like, oh, of course I look great, or whatever.
Yeah.
If it's an
Maybe
appearance,
you.
if it's an appearance thing, or like, oh, I liked what you said about that thing. It's like, oh, well, yeah, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But also, it's, you know, I don't know. It's a weird. It got me thinking because it went right to my head of like, do I, how do I react to this?
Mm.
And I didn't ask anybody I was working with that day, but because I was going to bring it here to the pod,
Right.
just kind of ask you guys. But Clint, what about you?
Did you grow up getting like compliments at all?
No, so that's probably
Oh.
why I'm not equipped to deal with it.
Yeah.
Because I was a very gangly, like,
Streak of piss.
yes.
Excuse you?
Your words.
It's like, is that a compliment? I'll
Love
take
you.
it.
Yeah, is that a compliment? I know how to take it.
No.
It's not.
No, I was very much the kid that Mother Nature was horrific to for like puberty and stuff. And so, you know,
That's
Yeah.
it just means that you're just like a skinny little scrawny little
Yeah.
thing, a streak of piss.
exactly.
It's an English term.
Streak of piss.
I was a
English
streak
term.
of piss. Thank you.
Oh my god.
I never had it articulated so eloquently, but
That's
thank you.
lovely.
Now you get to know.
Yeah.
Now you get to know.
Yeah, but no, I never really had them growing up, and even for any, I'm just speaking in appearance, but like any kind of compliments about anything that I did, like the work that I did or anything. So when I get them now, it's like, oh, I'm usually guarded about it, or also like, what do you want me to say? You know, what are you fishing for here?
Yeah.
So to answer your question, no, I didn't get them.
No. I can handle them because I like to give them. I love to give compliments, and I will do it whenever chance I get because I feel like that's the moment you could make a connection in a really easy, quick way. But then I think sometimes people, they go into it thinking it's going to be a compliment, and then it's like, what was that?
What do you actually mean? When, yeah.
What are you talking about? Like today, a student came up to me and he was like,
What do you
"Don't
say?
take this the wrong way." And already I'm like,
it's already it's like
This is not good.
Okay, it's gonna be controversial.
so I'm like, "All right, kid, what's it gonna be?" Like Harrison Ford. Like, "All right, buddy, what are you gonna say?" And he's like, "You look like one of the thieves from Home Alone."
Which one?
That's I'm like Joe Pesci.
No, the
Wet
Daniel
Bandits.
Stern.
The other one, and
Yeah.
I'm
You look
like,
like
because of my beard.
It's gonna be this one.
Like I have no hair.
You
To be like that.
This one, Marv.
Marv.
Yeah.
Is it-
Yeah.
Maybe, and he has like a stash goatee beard.
I kind of see
I
it.
can
Maybe.
see it too.
I can kinda
Yeah.
see it,
You guys
yeah.
have similar eyes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, he has blue eyes.
Yeah, he's got
So
blue,
maybe.
he's got some blueies.
He's telling you look like a wet bandit.
And I was just like, yeah, you look like a wet bandit.
That's what they're called.
That's what they are.
the
Yeah,
wet
they're wet
bandits.
They're called the
bandits.
wet
Leave the
bandits.
faucets turned
Yeah.
on.
And I'm like, I don't know what you.
What did you say to him?
I was just like, huh? Are you afraid of me? Like, you think I'm gonna steal
Oh
something?
yeah, he just called you a thief,
You just call me a thief,
a burglar,
sticky thief, sticky bandit.
wet thief.
Well, they become the sticky bandits
They do in the
they do?
second
by
one.
the
they do.
yeah
Oh.
by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm not a Home Alone
The
expert.
wet bandits,
Aw.
sticky bandits.
I've seen them, but
You've
I'm not
seen 'em,
like
but
I don't
yeah.
know them that well.
Yeah, because they're wet bandits in the first
Right.
one, and then the second one they're like we pick stores and things like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and they're like sticky
Oh, that's
because
right.
I think it's because they got sticky in the first
Yeah,
one.
they got sticky by the
Okay.
end.
by the end of the
Yeah.
first one, and they're like, well, we
Yeah.
have to change our name now that we're out of jail.
Yeah, my biggest memory of that second movie that I can the scene in the movie is when the two wet bandits, they have the kid, and they're walking on the street, and then there's a lady in front
Oh
of them.
yeah, and she pinches. Yeah, he pinches
pinches her
her.
butt and like he did it.
Yeah, and you're the one. You're the one. It's you're the one that
The
that is like.
pincher?
No, you're the one that
No.
that she turns to and slaps
Yeah.
across
Slaps,
the face
yeah.
But
because
his reaction's like, "Oh, hello."
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
she punches him, and it was him. And then she punches the other guy too.
yeah.
it's so funny. It's
Like-
like classic
Great.
slapstick.
Yeah, great
Three
characters.
Stooges type humor.
So I'll take the characters, but I'm like, do I scare you? Am I frightening
He
you?
called you an ass grabber.
What have I
That's what
done?
really wanted to say.
You call me an ass grabber? Go to the
What do you do to these
office.
kids, Clint?
I don't know. And it was because it was like a student that I don't normally see because they were rotating for science. And already I was like, oh, this class, they're going to try to like walk all over me like a sub.
Oh yeah.
But they're okay. But it's just so weird but like kids will do that. They'll, in their head, they're like, I know you from somewhere.
Yeah.
You're the crypt keeper.
Oh. Did you get
It's
that?
like, no, like that's what they'll say though,
Sorry.
because they don't. In their
They have no
head, they're
filter.
like, "This is the first thing that pops up
Yep.
when you
Yeah.
see somebody." But for us, we're like, I'm gonna wait till I tell Marcus that his hair looks like fluffy marshmallows.
Yeah. The other day, I told him, but I went to Universal Studios, and it was super windy, and I have like powder in my hair right now to keep it firm, but I didn't have anything, so I just looked like Kramer from Seinfeld the whole time. I was like, well, I can't do anything about it, so I'm just gonna own it. You know, like-
My gosh.
and that was in the back of my head a lot of the time walking around. Like, they probably think I look like Kramer, but whatever.
All
I'm going
eyes
into
are on you.
Nintendo, and you aren't. So.
But the kids are also good at giving compliments too, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I got a haircut on the weekend, and then Monday I get in, and like the louder student, he looks at me, he's like, "Somebody got a haircut."
Oh my god!
And I'm like, "Oh my god, slay!"
Blast. Put him on,
Yes, I did.
You
put him on
noticed.
blast
Thank
right
you.
away.
I was a noonade too I was a noonade for like 4 years out of high school in the midst of like doing everything. And oh my gosh, it was elementary. I was noonading for elementary school, and oh my gosh, like no filter whatsoever.
Yeah,
especially
insane.
like little boys.
Yeah.
No filter.
I mean, like respect sometimes, or like just say what you think. all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah. But then there's some stuff it's like
But also shut up. You know?
Yeah. That was good, but
What
go to the
would they
office.
say to you? What were some of the more shocking things?
Well, it was a little girl. She was telling me, I don't know, because apparently she thought anybody in their 20s was just like a dinosaur.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she was just like, she came up to me, I think she said, what was it? What'd she say? She was like, "Are you married?" And I go, no. And I'm like 21 at this point. I'm like 21. And I go, no, not at this point. And she's like, how old are you? And I said, I think I said I was 20. I was like, I'm 20. And she's like, well, you better get on that. You're not getting any younger.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
It sounds like a 60-year-old.
Yeah,
an old
okay, boomer, but like, yeah, she wasn't a boomer.
That's something your older aunt would say to you. Like,
Yeah, no.
TikTok.
The ghost of her dead aunt was probably possessing her and getting her
Alright.
to say stuff. But
Child possession.
yeah,
out of
child
control.
possession, it's fine. It's just, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she would say, I had a little girl say that. I had a group of little boys staring at my ass as I cleaned the tables.
Oh,
Yeah, and I never got asked back to work at that school ever again.
Oh, no.
They all got caught,
they did.
and I
Somehow
just
made it was your fault.
somehow
Yeah.
it was my fault.
She wore those pants.
I was
She was asking for it.
apparently little red shorts, but it wasn't even like they were provocative. I was
Little
wearing just
red
like
shorts.
I was wearing cargo. It was hot out. It was really
Yeah.
hot out, and I was
She didn't say fucking booty shorts. She said little red shorts.
little red shorts. Yeah, I didn't say like
was
One of the little
judging.
boys.
yeah, no,
judging.
it wasn't that at all. But like, yeah, he also, I guess, like this group of little boys was just like, Miss Chelsea. I don't remember what I'm supposed to say, John.
Yeah.
Like, Johnny thinks you're hot or whatever. And
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, we don't talk like that. And he's like, okay, yeah, Miss Chelsea, I do. But let's face it, you're old. And I'm like, just why is everyone attacking my age? And I'm like, leave me
Mixed
alone.
messages. It's like,
Mixed
you're old, but we also think you're hot.
Yeah, exactly. And
What's
like,
going on here?
yeah, like I just magically was never asked back at that school
Yeah.
to sub. And I'm like, it's fine by
happens.
me.
It happens.
It's fine by me.
But I said it earlier, but Chelsea, you are blowing up.
Yeah. So
I am not
what
blowing
is
up.
going
Oh,
on? What is
so the last
happening?
time you were here, because I think maybe it was off of mic, we talked about your followers.
Yeah.
And like how it was progressing. And then before you came on the show today, I was like, I'm gonna see what Chelsea's been up to, checking your stuff. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like this is like double what she was at before.
Yeah.
And that
crazy.
kind of led into my like the whole compliments thing. It's like,
Yeah.
what has happened? Like how are you handling all this? Or what?
I've been doing good with it. Like I
Yeah.
said, it's not like anything crazy has happened. It's I've been getting a lot of compliments.
Right.
A
There it
lot
is.
of compliments from
Right.
a lot of people
Uh-huh.
that have just like messaged me and stuff. And like I said, this is a progression of a thing. I mean, that's kind of always been ever since I got on the platforms and
Right,
stuff like that.
right.
That kind of has always happened, but it's more now
Yeah.
than it ever was before.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot then, but it's now I'm like, okay. But it's not like overwhelming.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I've had a couple of ones that I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep an eye on you. You better not be
Okay.
saying anything, doing anything threatening wise, because it's a
Right.
little, like, well, like in like alarming wise, like,
Yeah.
you need to
Okay.
chill out.
Yeah.
You
Well,
need
you
to-
can always just block those people, right?
Oh
Or-
yeah, exactly. But I've had ones in the past where they've actually recreated an account somehow, some way, gotten
Yeah.
another account, and
Well,
like,
last time you talked about the guy from Knott's Berry Farm who
Oh.
kept coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Now you're
Yeah,
getting the
that was-
online version of that.
yeah, exactly. This was an online. But it's funny because he was more or less after the singer that was performing
Right,
there,
right.
but he would go after anybody that was of brunette that had like hair like hers, and I
Yeah.
was unfortunately one of them, like one of like three.
Okay. But these
But-
stalkers are after you. They're not after
Yeah.
the singer. Okay. Yeah, it's
They're just like, ooh,
I know you're probably you're more than us, but once you put yourself online
Mm-hmm.
and you're just out there for everyone to see or to like pick apart or just to
Yeah.
scrutinize in any way, it is unusual
yeah,
because we haven't had too much of it, but there have been some people or comments who will be like, well, you just kind of like
pick on you guys.
pick on you, yeah, or like say
Yeah.
certain things where it's like, okay, but if you're not used to that, it could be kind of annoying.
Can be kind of annoying.
Yeah, and then like specifically for you, it's getting bigger and bigger. So I don't know I don't know if that affects you at all. How you handle it.
It doesn't really not as it just water off a duck's back.
Yeah.
It's just kind of whatever. But usually if it's bad enough, I'll either block them or I put them on blast and I roast them.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of fun, and I've humiliated someone off of line before,
Wonderful,
so I'm like, well, don't fuck with me. Don't.
Yeah.
I was bullied growing up, so I was like, and I am not promoting bullying.
Mm-hmm.
I am not saying that, but if you're gonna fuck around, I'm gonna fuck around right back. Yeah.
Yeah. For us, like me specifically, it's not so much public. I get like DMs and stuff where it's like people being weird, but it's just like same way, like, okay, whatever. I don't really think about it.
Okay.
Or just kind of off the water. Would you say
water off a duck's back?
Off
a duck's back, because ducks don't get wet.
They don't.
No, they go underwater and they come up and they're totally dry.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. The water. You see the water fall off their feathers.
Damn.
It's like animation when they get like if a cartoon character goes in the water and then magically they're all dry.
Yeah.
Or they're not drawn to be like wet and damp or anything. It's weird.
Speaking of animation, The Little Mermaid came out. That trailer. Nice segue.
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. Do you want to watch? We'll do it. Well, I guess we can do it.
You do it.
It's fine. Before we watch it though, I'm not the biggest fan of the live action remakes that they're doing of these older movies.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about them?
I'm not the biggest fan either. I mean, I'd love to be a part of one, but when done right, I would do. Like, I don't hate them. I don't hate them. I like them, but like I feel like, but I understand why they're doing them.
Right.
I know why they're doing them. It's just like to keep the keep the what is it? The
IP.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's to keep. Yeah, it's to keep
it interesting.
Keep it interesting and to like basically keep the rights to it.
Yeah,
it's almost like let's recycle it.
I've
heard of that.
They have to make something related to that property, otherwise it comes available for purchase.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Which is why they kept making the really bad like X-Men movies at one point.
Oh, really?
The Fantastic Four. Like they just kept making those movies.
Yeah.
All the Fox-owned ones because they had to.
And now they lost them because
they gave it up because they stopped making them. Gave it up.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a whole lot of them. I've seen Alice in Wonderland.
That was okay.
I liked that one.
Jungle Book.
That was okay.
Jungle Book was okay.
Maybe that's it. Actually,
I really didn't like that they did Lion King.
I didn't see that
because they said, "Oh, we have the technology to have everybody be a real actual animal," but it's like, then they're a real animal and they have no emotion.
Yeah.
They're just, I just can't wait to be king. It's just this, okay, it's a lion.
And they had Beyonce do Nala, and Beyonce is great at singing and everything else she does, but acting, I don't know.
So we're back. Let's watch the Little Mermaid trailer so you can see it. Oh, that's in the middle.
This is also like a remake of various scenes in the movie too, the original animated feature.
Oh yeah, they did shot for shot.
This looks shot for shot.
Yeah.
Which just makes me wonder, what did they add to it?
You'll have to watch the movie to find out. That's how they get your monies.
It's gonna be like 30 seconds of music.
Oh. You broke the rules. You went to the above world.
A man was drowning. I had to save him.
This obsession with humans has to stop.
This obsession with white men.
More about him.
He is cute though, so
it's crazy how they do this underwater
thing.
Acting. Yeah, like
You can't live in that
it's just the hair alone is like
become a human.
It's like alarming.
Yeah.
It's not even possible.
She sounds good.
Yeah.
That's what I live for.
Oh my gosh.
Something about you seems different. I can't quite figure it out.
Aquafina.
Oh.
The fish. And it does look good.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't look like some of the underwater movies lately.
Like Aquaman.
Like Aquaman.
Really colorful. This is.
Aquaman.
He's a human. You're a mermaid.
But that doesn't make us enemies.
Yeah.
Bap, bap, bap.
All right. It's coming out at my birthday month.
Oh,
May. Yeah.
happy birthday.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go see it.
You're gonna see it.
I'm gonna see it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the thing about even critiquing these things that we know we're gonna see.
Mm-hmm.
What does that just say about us? Like, I'm gonna shit on it, but I'm still gonna do
I'm
it.
still gonna do
Still
it.
gonna
Like-
watch it, yeah.
Hey, we didn't shit on it though.
No,
Like,
no, we didn't.
well, no, we didn't. But
didn't.
I'm saying others.
stuff,
I'm
yeah.
because I'm thinking of specific people on YouTube
Oh yeah.
who have channels where they rate every like darn thing that comes out from Disney
And they don't even see them.
specifically, and but they have a following and they get money because of the stuff Disney makes.
Yeah.
It's like you're like
Yeah.
a little fish sucking on the side of a shark, and the shark is Disney.
Yeah.
So even it's one of, even if they don't like it, they have to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's their job. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know.
Do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I haven't seen a lot of these things, but I thought because they all make money, these new live action. But before you said what you said about the licensing, I had thought of it as well. They can't just re-release the movies
Yeah.
because like that was what we had was the animated movies. So they're like, well, there's
Yeah.
newer kids now, and
Yeah.
maybe they aren't as impressed by the older movies.
Older movies.
They have to
but
do this stuff now.
That could.
And
Well, I
and
mean,
they know that it works.
that probably
so-
factors into it. But yeah, I think I heard that it was for partially the other half of that was for licensing
Yeah.
purposes. So
Yeah, and I think too they know that this story works and it's gonna make money. So why
Yeah.
not just do it
yeah.
with a live action? So I don't know. Interesting. Okay, I do want to talk to you guys about spring cleaning.
Ooh.
Oh.
As the rains have just happened, we're going into
lot.
spring. Yesterday was the Ides of March. If you guys
Oh,
didn't
that's right. It
know.
was.
Yes. Beware the Ides of March. I'm not going to kill you guys, but beware the Ides of March.
Don't trust you.
Yeah, the rain just happened. There's snow on the mountains. There's poppies on the suburban hills. And today I did some spring cleaning at home.
Uh-huh.
And I went through a bunch of my older clothes that I don't wear. And Caesar, I'm going to talk to you about that later. And put them in garbage bags. I didn't throw them away yet. I'm not going to throw them away. I'm going to donate them. And I went through a lot of my old books, a lot of the clutter. Did some spring cleaning at home, and it felt amazing to just clear stuff out and make room for new things. And I don't do that every year. It's usually every like 5 years, maybe. And I think that's a practice that is kind of overlooked in a lot of people of just like, hey, this thing I haven't touched or used in a couple of years, you can get rid of it. You know, make room for something new or just kind of free up the clutter in your life. And then I think that kind of manifests in other things. And I'm going to ask you guys, do you do that? Or is that any ever awareness of doing that at all every couple of years? Just like, hey, let's clean everything out. Because I'll say, I'm a pretty clean person, but when I do like a deep clean of my house, my apartment where I'm living at the time, I just feel amazing afterwards.
Oh,
It just-
yeah.
It just feels so good.
Yeah.
And doing a deep cleaning of your possessions like I did today felt amazing.
Yeah.
Do you guys practice that at all?
Yeah, I do a little bit. Like I try to keep it as clean as I possibly can, though sometimes, life gets busy
Right.
and you just drop it off on the counter and then you just leave it there
Yeah.
for days. But yeah, I try to.
Yeah.
I try to at least deep clean every few weeks to try to keep,
Yeah.
I have a cat too.
Yeah.
So that's and I try to keep it as clean as I can with the cat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. For me, like what really was profound today was just the like possessions, deep cleaning your possessions. And like, I don't need this.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
I
don't need this.
I tend to do that. I tend to do that too. Yeah, for the most part. That's why I've gotten a lot better as I've gotten older where
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I don't need that.
Yes.
So I don't have to like worry about that later on. But like I know I'm gonna be doing another like spring cleaning or like
Yes.
donating some clothes or like getting rid of this that I don't need or something's expired or whatever.
Right.
It's not like I'm keeping food for 2 years, but
No, yeah.
but
Yeah, I noticed when I was going through a lot of my clothes today, it was like shirts. Like I haven't worn this shirt in like 5+ years.
Yeah.
And there was like an initial like, do I get rid? I still like it, but I haven't worn it in 5 years, and I don't plan to wear it again. So like into the bag it goes. And now when the closet specifically, I did get rid of put a lot of books into what I'm going to eventually put into storage. But it just felt so good to have like an open space of just like there's room for everything. There's room for new stuff.
Right.
And almost like a mental check of like kind of like flushing out the cobwebs of your brain almost.
Yeah.
But just in your surroundings as well.
Yeah, because when I look at my old shirts, like we talked about graphic tees that one day, I just look at it and go, oh, this is the old me.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. But especially when you see it and it's like, oh, it's sweat stained. It's gone through everything. And the only thing that's really keeping it in my cupboard is nostalgia.
Right.
That's when it's like, oh.
You have to separate that too, because I went back and forth a few times. Like, oh, I remember when like I wore this to that one event and that was cool, but I'm not wearing it, so like it can just remain a memory. You don't have to.
Or it's like a WonderCon shirt.
that
you wore.
I did keep some of those shirts where I bought it at I have band shirts that I bought at venues where like, oh, I was there. But I'm never gonna wear it. Like it's just a memory, and I kind of wrestled back and forth of like, do I get rid of this or not? And maybe next time I'll get rid of it. Next spring cleaning. But yeah, I encourage everyone to do it if they've never done like a spring cleaning of your possessions, because you just feel great after.
Yeah, and there's always new clothes.
There's always new clothes.
Always new. That's someone's job, is to make new clothes.
So you ever heard of the fashion business?
Fashion.
That small business.
Look it up.
Yeah,
look it up.
Small industry. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It was great, and the spring's always an interesting time because I know, like for me, I do a lot of those hikes, and everyone's out there taking their pictures, like because all the flowers are blooming afterwards, and it's an interesting time to, if you really think about it, like this spring is like new beginnings. Like if you're in school, you're about to be out, going to the next year. Usually a lot of weddings happen in the springtime, and with the time change, which has been amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
love it.
Love the time change. You just have more daylight. So for me, daylight signifies life. So there's just more life around this time of year. And
I feel like you can get more stuff done.
Yeah.
With daylight. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
I always feel so when it rolls around like Halloween, September, October, I always feel like, obviously, and this is obviously it's common, but like it just feels so like I wanted to do that, but
yeah,
I've run out of time. It's too dark to do it now. I only like daylight savings time when it is Halloween time or like Christmas time.
Yeah.
Right.
Because then, lights. And I think it's just because you have something to look forward to, but it's that weird, like, buffer period where there's just nothing going on.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Yeah, I hate it.
Especially
I hate
after long summer days.
especially because of darkness. You're inherent, depending on what you do for a living or whatever, like you're inherently like, oh, I got to go home or I'm done. The day's over.
Yeah.
The dark's here.
Yeah.
So you lose so much. I lose energy as well as time, but I don't know. Spring's great. I encourage you all to do spring cleaning and just kind of enjoy the longer days. And
What else should they focus on getting rid of?
well, other than clothing, like it was hard to do the like books and stuff because I have so many books
I
that
probably can't do.
I've read before and I'm not going to go back to.
There's some of those.
But it's just like, oh, I remember reading this for the first time. And it's like it's something you hold in your hand too, of like, somebody wrote this.
Mhm.
So I'm not going to throw them away, obviously, but that was probably the hardest thing to go through was, knowledge,
Yeah.
I guess, put it, obtusely.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what else you can go through.
Maybe social media stuff.
Yeah, go through your friends.
Go through your friends.
I don't talk to this person.
I mean-
I did. Okay. I did that today as well as pages that I follow because I was looking around on Instagram and you can see your like least interacted pages.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize I followed some people that I follow. Like, oh, well, unfollow.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not gonna. I don't even know that I follow this person.
Yeah.
So that was kind of nice. Kind of just thin out what you bring in.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know what else.
Probably it. I mean, but then it's always hard when you do unfollow people. It's like,
It doesn't
Especially-
tell them.
yeah, well, you don't tell them. It doesn't tell them
No, it's not like.
till they find out awkwardly because they still follow you.
Yeah.
Well, it's awkward if you make it awkward.
Yeah.
You can just
don't say anything.
or just, I feel like if someone were to ask you about it anyway, you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to be friends with them anyway or whatever. Like I can say for myself, I would never be like, hey, I noticed that you don't follow me on social media. Is there a reason? I just would be like, okay, whatever.
Well,
It's not a big, yeah. And then they give you a reason.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
But then I think the algorithm also does help you out in case you do get into that situation.
Yeah.
Because there are some people I just don't see
yeah.
because the algorithm just doesn't show me.
Pushes them away.
Yeah.
Also, like I know Instagram sometimes can just on its own boot you off of somebody's
think so.
page.
I
I've
think
had
it has.
that. Or
really?
yeah, my friend. Well, like one of my good friends was like, "I am so sorry. I do not know why." He goes, "I was like looking for your stuff and realized like Instagram booted me off of your thing."
Yeah.
He's like, He's like, I genuinely was like, "Why have I not seen anything of Chelsea's lately?" And then he went and looked me up, and he was like, "It unfollowed me from her," or like.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I always say when like on the like on my if I post something on Instagram, I'm always just like, comment, share.
Right.
Because I was like, if you want to keep seeing this stuff, it helps me out, it helps you out.
Yeah. You have to be active.
I got to
with
be
it.
a little pushy. I'm like, guys, comment, and share because
So I think algorithm is so savage because you have to keep being, there needs to be activity on it. So there could be people that are watching your shit and like are kind of, they're good with it. But as soon as you I was working all week, so I didn't see it for a few days, then it just goes away. So you just have to constantly be like
posting.
doing shit. Yeah. So did you guys watch the Oscars, or do you have anything to say about the Oscars?
did watch the Oscars.
Okay.
Did you like it?
Yes, it did. Yeah, it was. I'm really happy with everybody that won.
Same.
Okay.
I'm really happy that everybody
yeah.
won. I'm really glad she won. I wish Jamie Lee Curtis maybe hadn't won. I wish it would have been in Stephanie. Yeah.
Oh.
Is it what's her name? The girl that plays the daughter.
Yeah,
in-
it would have been cool if she did.
I would have
Sue or
loved to have seen her do it.
something.
But Jamie, I'm glad Jamie Lee ran it too. Like there's been a post going around that like all the underdogs have been getting. Well, it's because Brendan Fraser
Right.
was like kind of like given the axe after everything, and then he had this huge comeback. Now he's won an Oscar, and Jamie Lee Curtis was a final girl in like a bunch of horror movies that
Small one.
small ones,
Halloween.
aside from Halloween. But
Yeah.
she did some other. I've seen some of her other ones that are kind of like forgettable. They're good, but some of them are good, but some of them I'm like, what is this? Like, what are you doing? You're Jamie Lee Curtis. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
These horror movies for? Yeah, and then what's his name from Goonies?
Yeah, Kay.
Yeah. Like that's a completely.
Is
Did I
that
say his
name?
name?
Kia. I'm like blanking on his
Kia?
name. It starts with a K.
Yeah,
I love
Kay.
him. He's
Key or
great.
something? I don't know.
But that whole thing, like how he couldn't get a job after
Couldn't get a job.
Goonies and
Yeah.
like barely got anything after Goonies,
Man,
and like
I
he
get
did,
it.
Yeah, and it's like he won. Like all these
Yeah.
underdogs like won.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
That was nice to see that. Everything, everywhere, all at once, won everything.
And it's such a
everywhere, all
movie
at
that I'm
once.
glad it won everything everywhere.
Yeah.
Because so many award movies come out that no one sees and wins the big award, but no one saw it.
Yep.
But I think enough people saw this one to appreciate it enough.
Okay.
I was glad Avatar didn't win that.
Was it nominated? I didn't watch
Yeah.
it. I had to work.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that would have been sad if Avatar won. Well, and not to shit on Avatar, but I mean, it's very much like the fluff movie. I don't know.
Oh,
like,
no,
it is what it is.
It's the
Yeah.
blockbuster.
Yes, yeah, it's a blockbuster, and I feel like the other movies nominated had something more to say other than like, look at all this cool stuff.
Look
Yeah.
at
Which
the
is fine.
water.
That's fine. That's okay. But
The water's so blue.
Did you guys watch Top Gun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I did.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
There's so many movies I didn't see though.
You didn't see Top Gun?
Maverick.
I didn't see Top Gun. I didn't see Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Ah.
I didn't see
Come
The Whale.
on.
I didn't see. You guys know I work a lot, okay? Like,
That's
it's hard to
okay.
find time to watch movies.
For the pod. Well, now it'd be for the pod.
Well, maybe I can find time tonight.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see any of it, but I do want to watch Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah. I like some of Jimmy Kimmel's jokes. Like he made fun of James Cameron and Tom Cruise for not being there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two people that told us to go to the theater are not here at the
Or
theater.
not here at the theater.
Yeah, I remember, I saw that.
There
joke
were some of
online.
his jokes that were kind of like cringy though. Like midway through, I saw it with I was watching the Oscars with a group of people, and like he made a couple of jokes when he went out into the audience. It was like talking what is it that humanitarian lady or whatever? I forget her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
And she was just like, no.
yeah, they were like, don't ask her that.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Malaya?
Yeah, Malaya.
She was like, keep it peaceful or
Lamala.
something like that.
Something like
Yeah.
that. Like, yeah, there were some jokes that I'm like,
Yeah, she's not going to go along with that.
No.
no, she's not.
She's pure.
No, she's pure.
She's pure.
The pure heart.
She's untouchable.
I liked his joke about Nicole Kidman convincing people to go to the movies.
Oh, yeah.
They were already there at the movies.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Her like weird.
Oh yeah.
hands.
Her weird
Yeah.
clapping. She's like a Dr. Seuss character.
I've seen a meme with her clapping, and it
Yeah.
was like everything everywhere all at once with hot dog
Yeah.
fingers.
Hot dog fingers. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That's funny.
She had what was it? The salad fingers. That's a,
Salad fingers.
yeah.
Salad.
That's a
Salad
thing.
fingers is from YouTube.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah,
I
that's-
like rusty spoons.
Yes, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, your Oscars
like,
are great.
Get away.
Suspense.
I
Gross.
like rusty spoons.
Ooh.
Ugh, I know. It's creepy.
Do it one more time.
I like rusty spoons.
Perfect.
Sorry, I
That's
lost- I
the
lost
feeling that they give me is almost orgasmic.
Oh, Lord.
God.
Oh, Dobby didn't mean to do that, Mum.
She's
Oh,
an expert of salad fingers.
so I came late.
did you
I was
find it?
late to the salad fingers game.
Yeah, so was I. I
Yeah.
didn't realize what it was until everyone was like,
I'd
"Ooh,
seen
salad
it-
fingers. And I was
yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know
I'd
what
seen
that
it
is.
a million times, like on my page, but I just never watched it.
Yeah.
But only
Yeah.
within the last like 7-8 years that I see it, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
Oh, my God.
what is this?
So I want to show you guys this. I saw.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, I thought this was so funny. Again, I didn't watch the Oscars, but I watched like this stuff, like the articles and shit, and I was like, "What is this lady?" First of all, I didn't know who this was.
I don't know who it is.
I still don't know who it is.
She
She's a
sang the
singer.
Black Panther,
Upcoming singer.
Oh.
yeah, the song from Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. But I saw that she was wearing this gown.
Costume.
Yeah,
This piece of fabric from Party City.
But look at the guy next to her. He's like,
Yes, shit.
Someone was like, and can you believe it? She's a seat filler.
more ways than one. But also too, if I was sitting behind this lady, like I can't see the
can't see
show
anything.
because of this. She didn't think to just maybe I'll just take this part off or like put it down. A little bit. It's like,
She's
oh my
pretty
God.
like in the front because Jonathan Majors, Florence Pugh are right there, so it's not like
these
she's
are-
in the
these-
back.
These are the big names.
Yeah.
Nominees or I mean not nominees, but these are the big names around here.
Presenters.
Just that guy next to her. Is like,
He's like, ma'am.
I don't know if that's like
Can
her,
you move?
her man or her friend, but just the fact
annoyed.
he's like, he's like, I can't tell her to take it off. Yeah, it was funny. The Oscars are great. They're great for what they are. I haven't watched them in a long time just because they kind of are. I don't know, like I feel like they're not what they used to be, or they're almost like this was funny. Angela Bassett.
I think it's one of the least political years that we've had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Like,
felt
there's been
good.
no
Like-
fucking like political
it's
stuff.
like
Yeah.
let's just
Thank
watch
God.
the movies
Yeah.
and have fun with them.
Yeah.
It was the
This
best
funny,
part.
though. When
Angela
Angela
Bassett.
Bassett won, like she was visibly upset about it.
Can you play
She-
that? Yeah, let me
yeah.
see.
Yeah,
Oh, look at her.
they called the winner. Oh, that's very short, but she's just no reaction.
Jamie
She's
Lee
like,
Curtis,
Jamie
though.
Lee Curtis.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Shit, I did it.
Yeah.
I did it. The Daniels, I love them.
But for the
Best Michelle.
if you watch both Wakanda Forever and Everything Everywhere All at Once, who deserved it more, Angela Bassett or Jamie Lee
You
Curtis?
guys tell me I didn't see
Out of-
everything ever all. at once.
Oh, man.
I think Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angela Bassett. She was
Yeah.
she was really good. In,
Well, someone would say, they were like, oh, they better give it to, they were like, they would be really stupid is if whoever won Best Actress, if it was, what was it? Michelle Yeoh won Best Actress, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if they didn't give it to her and they gave it to somebody completely, like, what a shot in the face.
No, it sucked.
Had that been for Michelle, because she's
Yeah.
she's like a cheerleader for Michelle Yeoh.
Right.
Yeah.
And just imagine her getting the best supporting and getting giving it to somebody completely
Yeah,
different, and
someone
it's like,
else, yeah.
well, I guess this friendship's gotta end now.
I'll miss you.
I'll miss you.
side.
But yeah, Angela Bassett's face.
It's funny,
just,
like this. Angela hurts me. It's like, no, she's probably upset that she didn't win. You know, like
She's real. She's
the
giving
idea
the
that
real reaction.
For these things, you have to be like, oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Like, no, you lost. Like, I would be mad too if I didn't win.
She's me. If I didn't,
Yeah.
Yes. These people are going to ask you about it too. Like, they're going to be like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like,
I'm sorry.
okay, like, all right. Just the false, like, cause, like the lady next to her. That was the girl from the menu, right? I talked about the menu.
Yeah, the menu from
Yeah.
The Whale.
Yeah, she was good at
Yeah.
the
Oh yeah, the whale.
She was good in the menu.
Hong Chow.
Like she's doing the whole like and she probably feels that too. She's happy to be there. Angela Bassett's been nominated lots,
Yeah.
like, a lot of times. So to not win it, I get it. She was like, okay, fuck, like I got dressed up for this. I got dragged out here. You know, we get a nice dinner afterwards, and we got our pictures taken. But I didn't win my award. That's what I'm here for.
Just the stark contrast between the two of them absolutely cracks me up. I feel really
know,
bad,
just
but also just like
Pure joy behind other like. God damn
it's funnier the more you keep watching
Yeah.
it. It's just
all three of them are just
All
really.
three
I
of
can't
them,
see
yeah.
who that is.
Those
But
are
all
the
three
three-
of them.
The three muses.
the three muses.
Look at that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
It's the fairies from Sleeping
Oh, she
Beauty.
says, "Oh, shut up."
She just shut up. Yeah, she's
I
like,
thought it was
"Shut
"Oh
up."
shit." Now
No,
I'm
no.
thinking Freaky Friday.
my God.
with-
Shut up!
Shut up!
Shut up!
Yeah.
Yeah, she yells that like half the movie.
Oh, does she? I haven't
She
seen
does.
that movie in a very
Oh,
long
don't worry, they're
Jeez.
gonna make another one.
Yeah, supposedly
They
they're
are?
gonna make
Oh,
another
really?
one. I don't know
Another?
what they're gonna do.
Same
What would
body
they
swap thing. they
Probably,
do.
Probably. I
Grandma
Grandma, maybe.
Grandma
Yeah, I
and a
don't.
pregnant Lindsay Lohan.
Who is
That'd
pregnant?
be, that'd be terrible.
She is.
She is pregnant.
If you did a body swap movie where you're swapping with your daughter who is like 9 months pregnant, so suddenly you're back in her
I
body.
am 70-something
Oh
years
my
old. I have
God.
to
You're
relive
back
birth
in her
pains.
body. Wow.
That would be terrible.
Write it.
Start, get your pen
Body
and paper
swap.
out.
Right. it.
psychological thriller. Right there.
Psychological thriller.
That'd be a twist.
It's like
on the
you
freak.
swap with your daughter who's having a baby, and then your daughter is swapped into your body, and your husband's asking for a divorce. She's
That's
just
a lot
like,
of
Dad,
stuff."
what the hell?
It's a lot of things.
That's complicated.
It's gonna die any second now, so we'll just leave it alone. Yeah, all right. Oscars.
What about Lady Gaga?
Oh,
The
she helped
Oscars.
some
She
guy
did.
get up.
Yeah, she.
And then they're like, "Oh, he touched her thigh." It's like,
I didn't
oh.
see
Look at
that.
this, look at this guy. His legs
Oh,
are in the air. So he fell over, and she's like, "Oh, are you okay?" And he's like,
You okay?
"She just touched
touched
her
me."
thigh," but that looks so innocuous.
It like just slap.
Yeah, but okay, let's start it again. Right here.
I don't
we
know
go.
what I would
watch.
do if
Grabs.
she helped me.
Pop.
And then you
He's like-
pop, pop.
But then they're saying like,
That's like
She-
barely her thigh. That's like
Yeah.
It's like her waist.
yeah.
but they're saying like why is no one saying anything about him touching her waist like that and looking very pissed off? She doesn't look very pissed off. I don't think.
People just wanting to like
Something to
just
talk about.
assume everybody is annoyed at everything.
She's also like completely exposed. What like look at the top half of her. Maybe that's something to do with it. That
Maybe.
she's got a totally see-through costume.
Oh.
See?
Costume.
Sorry,
Look at all these people in their costumes.
The costumes.
It's a regular Halloween over
don't know.
here.
Shut up, all of you. This guy's leg is straight up in the air.
We got Michael B. Jordan in his costume. I want to have you working the red carpet or the white carpet.
So what costume are you
yeah,
wearing? Whose
costume you
costume are
wearing?
you wearing
So, what
today?
costume store did you go to? Party City?
It's like, oh, I'm going as Black Widow today.
Oh my God.
Which I could see Black Widow wearing that in a
I
comic
could,
book. Yeah.
But hanging out.
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
But then like I loved her singing. Her
Did
sing-
she
she like
sing?
took off all the makeup and was in jeans. and
Yeah,
a
why'd she do
t-shirt.
that?
I don't know. To relate to us more. I don't know.
Thank you.
Did it work?
Thank you,
just like
lady.
us.
Thank you, Lady Gaga, for trying to relate to us
Relate
more.
to us
I'm
all.
just like you guys, but I'm at the Oscars singing.
Celebrities, they're just like us.
Because what were
Yeah.
people reacting on Twitter? They were like, "How did she do that so fast?
yeah.
A team.
She
I'm
changed.
sure.
Team.
Well, all
Yeah,
the
someone's
makeup
like-
on her face.
Got
Yeah,
the microcellular water, the face wipes, and like, let's
Throw
go.
a bucket of water.
Throw just
She
a bucket
gets
of water.
backstage.
Ladies, stand right there. Stay on the X.
Bucket. Oh, there it is.
Oh
it's
my
dead.
gosh.
it's dead.
That's funny.
Yeah. I don't know.
Costumes.
Yeah, she has a pit crew back there that's like screwing around with things, and they throw a bucket of water.
Let's go.
I want to
Like
see that
stand
now.
there right there on the X. And
Yeah. Stand on there.
Yeah.
Where are the feathers? Get the feathers.
oh yeah.
Oh my god.
You guys, I
She's
know
ready.
we're kidding, but I've seen like there's a concert special did on HBO where she do a costume change, and there's
Yeah.
like 10 people
Oh,
like
yeah.
doing this
Take her
shit.
apart.
Katy
Yeah.
Perry does the
Just
same
pull
thing
it all
too.
directions.
Yeah.
Katy Perry does that with all of her because
Yeah.
all the elaborate stuff she wears. There's like people like
It is a pit
It's
crew.
theater 101.
Yeah.
Quick changes. People ripping stuff off of you and putting it on.
Yeah.
Your next. Yep. Been there. Been there.
Speaking of that, last time you were here, following up last time, is there anything you can tell us about what you're doing lately? I know you're doing another basics. I think I
Yeah,
saw.
we just filmed it.
Okay.
Hopefully, it
So-
should come out not this weekend, just tomorrow. Hopefully, Friday. Thanksgiving. Wow.
Wow,
St.
that's
Patrick's Day.
Far in the future,
It's
you guys.
far in the
They're working
future.
real hard on it for Thanksgiving release. No, by Thanksgiving, we gotta do reshoots. And
We're gonna
everything.
do some reshoots. We got our producers telling us to pump it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And I was about to say Valentine's Day. Wow,
Yeah.
my holidays are
Okay.
off. I am tired.
It's March.
We're
Saint-
still adjusting.
We're
to the time
adjusting.
change.
Saint,
It's fine.
yes,
Yeah, I
St.
get it.
Patrick's Day. We
Okay.
filmed that one. It's surprisingly slightly harder to film than we expected.
Really?
Why?
There's not. I mean, we didn't even go to a pub for it because
Mm-hmm.
one, we were thinking about going to a pub, but then
Is it St. Patrick's theme?
it's St. Patrick's
Okay,
theme, yeah.
yeah.
So it's just like us pointing out green stuff at the mall.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's
Wow.
still funny, you know. What we got what we could get. There's
Right.
a couple like random like throw-in jokes in there, and we were thinking about going to a pub at one point, but it just didn't work out because we're like, oh, it's gonna be so loud, and we don't want to actually go on St. Patrick's Day to a pub.
Right.
Or it's gonna be just
Absolutely
like
not.
it's just
You
yeah,
won't
it's
be
just
able to film there.
not gonna be able to
Yeah.
film.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a mess. So
Yeah.
we're like, we were like, well, maybe we should theme it to something else. But then we stuck with the St. Patrick's Day theme, but we just kind of pointed stuff out. We all wore green and everything. So
Okay.
that should be hopefully coming out tomorrow.
Do you just film each other
Yeah.
when you do it? Mm-hmm. So it's just the three of
The
you.
three of us.
you
And we
just
we
go-
have like little microphones. We just rotate them
Yeah.
off. Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
We just started with the microphone stuff. So we
Okay.
just started because before the early videos, we didn't have the microphones.
Right.
Yeah.
But now we have microphones.
Nice.
Wow.
Leveling up.
We're leveling up a
Level
little
up.
bit.
Yeah.
Level up.
That's our 2023 mantra. I
Mantra.
guess, is
Level up.
Yeah.
Level up.
I think we're all gonna level up this year.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, we still have to have them on here.
Yeah,
The
they're
other
welcome
two.
anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's you and who else? It's what's her name?
Michelle.
Michelle
And
then-
Taylor.
And Taylor. Okay.
Do they live in LA?
Michelle lives in the LA area, but Taylor lives here in Orange County.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Is local.
And where'd you guys film this last time at? What mall were you guys?
We were at the Santa Anita Mall
Okay.
off the 210.
Yeah.
We were filming there.
Nice.
I have a lot of I have a lot of memories at that mall.
Yes.
Is that the one you grew up going to?
No, I went there a lot in college. Or like a fair amount in college. When I was seeing somebody else, I would like hang out there while I waited for him to get off of work. So
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time at that mall at one point in time. Just kind of hanging out. And I met up with a couple of friends there in college to go there because it was kind of a middle ground for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hadn't been in a while. But and I was like, oh,
Seeing all the different places.
All the
like,
same
I
different-
recognize that Sephora.
I recognize
Yeah.
that. I remember that Gold's Gym.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay. You went to the mall for the gym. I did not
Yep.
do that.
I never went to that Gold's
I
Gym.
went to the
I just-
Game Works.
You went to the
Game
opposite.
Works.
The opposite. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, another basics videos coming out.
Nice.
So that'll be good.
And is that on? You guys have your own basics channel?
We
or, like-
don't. We're talking
Okay.
about doing it, but we're
You
still
should do
trying
it.
to. Yeah, we're trying. Well, we've been having this issue with Instagram because of their collaboration button. Like,
Yeah.
for some reason, like it was working fine, and me and Michelle would collab with each other, and we would get equal views together.
Okay.
But some reason, like the collab button isn't working right now, so we haven't been able to collab. So it's like she uploads it on her channel, I upload it on my channel.
Okay.
But we're thinking if we can actually get the ball rolling, we're thinking of actually making a basics channel if it
Okay.
continues to be semi-successful.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Yeah.
And is it on YouTube as
No,
well?
it's not on YouTube. It's only on Instagram.
Okay. How long are the basics videos?
A few minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
So, like,
they're quick. They're not.
quick,
it's all
consumable.
quick.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't
Quick-paced.
really work as much in YouTube. Well, actually, I don't know. YouTube
Depends.
Shorts.
You could,
now are
yeah.
like-
YouTube Shorts are a thing,
thing.
and some people make quick little quippy videos like that, but we haven't. We've just done them on Instagram.
Okay.
Like the first one was a total like, well, do you want to do this
Right.
sort of thing? And it wasn't even my. It was Michelle came up with the idea the last second, and I was like, hey, do you want to try this?
Yeah. How long has it been now?
Since September of last year.
Okay.
So yeah, recent.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a new thing.
Right. Still kind of finding it's. Well, I mean, I guess you told me it's
Yeah.
got like a following. So.
It's got a little following.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the one that I'm looking forward to, one of the ones I'm looking forward to the most is the Renaissance Fair one we have coming up.
Oh, the Ren Fair.
Yeah. So I think we're going to attempt at least partially to do it in old timey English.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be
so-
great.
Wow. When is the Ren Fair?
April 8th through the end
Oh.
of May. So it's coming up.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
It's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I haven't
I'm
been to the Ren Fair since I was 10.
A
Oh,
wee
really?
lad.
Yeah, I was young, so like I didn't
fun.
really understand or could do anything really.
That's fair.
You know, so like I can't buy stuff.
I feel like
at
it's
that
a little
age.
bit more kid friendly now.
Oh, really?
They have more stuff for kids and like families there because they have like family day on Sundays.
Oh,
It's for
okay.
everybody.
Right.
You're still going to get all walks of life, but Sunday it's a
Yeah.
little bit more like, oh, there's more stuff for the kids and mom and dad and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I used to work there. I worked there for
Oh.
like one season and I swore to never work there again.
Oh, is that bad?
What'd you have to do
Is
there?
that tough?
Yeah, I was a javelin toss girl.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I was basically working in Gamers Row,
Mm-hmm.
and I was part of the javelin toss booth, and I was encouraged to get all walks of life to come play the game and spend money and stuff, and they
Yeah.
wanted like girls and guys out in the middle of the walkway area, like
What's a javelin toss?
javelin toss. You literally throw wood. You literally throw like spears of wood into into like these hay barrels.
So it sounds like a nightlife activity.
Oh, I mean,
Marcus would love to see someone throwing wood.
wood.
That was kind of the whole joke. Like it was a bunch of sexual innuendos.
right.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh yeah, I'm really good at throwing wood. Oh, and the game's fun too. You know,
yeah.
oh my gosh, it was just so
Low-hanging
like
fruit.
I felt like such a piece of meat there though. At 19, I felt like such a piece of meat.
Yeah.
And it made me. I had fun.
We have to talk about wood. You know,
But yeah, I was
Talking about wood.
Yeah.
I was 18, turning 19 in the midst of
Oh,
the.
you're a child.
I was basically a
Pretty much.
yeah. I was
That's a
I was
teenager
fetus. I was a
still,
teenager.
yeah,
I was
as
a
a child.
fetus teenager.
Yeah. You're playing 10-year-old still. so-
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
You said
So her
last time she
saying-
plays younger.
She
So
plays younger,
18,
so
19, she's playing a 12.
I
Yeah.
looked even younger, but
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, like my boss unwittingly opened up a soft kissing booth.
oh no.
Without-
Hold
in-
on. What is
Wait.
a soft kiss?
Soft.
No tongue?
So there was no actual like booth, but it was more like hold up a sign like get a kiss. You tip me, you get a kiss.
Oh my god.
And people would take advantage of that.
Like on the lips?
Or on the cheek. Usually I'd be like on the cheek, but then people got sneaky and would like
That's basically prostitution.
soft
Oh my God.
prostitution.
Soft.
I know I keep saying soft. It's like soft porn.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it's
Soft
there,
porn.
but it's not like
Yeah.
hardcore prostitution. It's,
Right.
But oh my gosh.
It's so graphic.
Soft kiss. Well, soft. Yeah, she's like,
I know
wood.
you
It's not like this.
Not like
I
that.
threw- I
I
threw
swear
wood.
to God.
It's like this.
I got
It's
soft
like
kisses.
this.
It's more of a light
Soft
tap.
prostitution.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the reason I say soft is because it wasn't full blown,
Right.
but it was definitely like, why'd you do that?
I don't know if I could you, Mr. Voyeur. Could you
Can I watch it?
No, could you?
Could I watch it?
You would watch it, but
Could you watch
Would
it?
would you be able to do that
you
job
watch it?
though, where you're holding up the free kiss sign and then get kissed by people? Could you do that?
It depends. Depends on if it was like full tongue kiss, no.
We're saying soft kiss.
Well, that's the thing. Like, define a soft kiss.
Like a
Like-
peck, like a
Yeah, I could probably do that.
yeah.
I don't know though, because then you have no control over who's kissing you, right? So it could be like fucking like, oh my god, like a -3. Not to be superficial, but it's like I don't want to kiss this
Negative.
person.
Oh yeah, and
But you know, it could be a 10 as well. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Could be.
all right, sure. But
It's just like you're betting at that point.
well, that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
It's
hey,
like
10,
because
10, please, 10.
here's
please.
where it's interesting how I said it's prostitution. It's because like if you're paying for a service, you're paying for a service. You don't really, your client's paying for whatever.
yeah,
But if you have the ability to be like, no, I don't want to, like, no.
yeah.
And did you were you able to do that? Yes
and no.
But no.
I was at the times. I had a backbone, but there was times I did not know how to say no.
Well, because people will take advantage of it.
Yeah,
Say it
I
said,
was
like,
18,
soft
turning
kiss.
19.
Say it says soft kiss on the cheek, but someone goes and like turns your head, and you're like, it says butt cheek right here.
Yeah.
But if they're in the moment, you may not necessarily know how to check it.
Well, like one guy full on took advantage and just like tongue in my mouth.
Yeah.
And he was one of the king's guards.
Oh, of course it's a
And
king's
he
guard.
was like
Power.
this. Yeah, he has power.
The king will say this is fine. Yeah.
You'll be beheaded if you do not do this for me.
God.
But yeah, like then they stay in character the whole time. They're like, "Oh, you sweet melon, like come here."
Oh, no.
it's so gross. And I'm
Yeah.
like, like they would say some weird shit to us, and like we're all like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and and like the oldest is like 25, 26, but even she's like.
They look forward to that part of the event every year. They know what
They
they're
do.
doing.
They do. And yeah, so we're all like wenches. Because the
I
whole
say wench. Like, it sounds like a wench roll.
Yeah, it's like a wench roll. And we're all like gamers are like there's different tiers of like royalty. So like the gamer rose people are supposed to be kind of like the townsfolk, a little bit not as rich, kind of like we'll do anything
Desperate.
to Yeah. And one of our bosses was not very helpful to us and like kind of just pointed fingers when he wanted to. Very power hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have a great time. I had a guy nearly follow me out to my car. Yeah, it was a good time. Renaissance Fair is great, guys.
Chelsea,
No, it is.
You've been through so much. I'm so sorry.
I
Oh my God.
This was all in one season in 2011.
Oh my god.
This is all
Season 1.
Season one.
Yeah.
But after that, I was very much like, nah.
I think the Ren Fair is good if you're not working it. Maybe,
Yeah, no,
but-
it's so much fun if you go as a guest, and I'm not saying that it's not fun. Like if you're with the right, like I talked to somebody about that like shortly after all that happened and whatnot, and like how we were treated and how the pay wasn't very good. Like someone was like, it's because you were in the wrong guild. That's why. Like there's certain guilds that are like, you do not do that to your to your employees. You do not let that happen.
Yeah.
And it's because our guild didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's
Had a
why.
bad
But they like
boss.
said that didn't happen to other guilds. I'm sure it's happened elsewhere, but
Right.
like, you know, in other guilds, I'm sure but someone was there to always like, don't you dare.
Yeah, this is not allowed.
It's not allowed.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that I had a boss that was like, it's so funny.
So you did you get tipped? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Was there, okay.
Oh,
So at least you made some money.
I made the most tips for the kissing booth.
Okay.
Walked away with about $300.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, okay. You
Wait a
made some
minute.
money off of it.
I'm rethinking everything
Yeah,
now.
maybe I'll do it. Yeah.
$300, huh?
Yeah, it's because all these guys kept coming up to like,
Yeah.
Guys, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Would you still do it?
But how? What are the hours?
Do I have to wake up early for this?
It varies, I
It's
know,
20
right?
minutes.
Right.
Okay, yeah, $300, 20 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
who gives a fuck? But I don't know.
Mark,
was
and
weird.
you're thinking, Marcus, that tens are gonna pay to kiss somebody?
They will
Do you think there's a
They
single
see this
10 on
high
there?
hair right here. They
They're
may
like,
change
oh
some-
my
he's got high
gosh,
hair. It's
my liege.
Get into character, yeah. No, to
hair,
answer
what do
your
you
question,
use in it?
having no control over the clientele, I probably wouldn't do it.
No.
It's not. it just
sounds
feels so.
sketchy.
I'd just be super bitchy.
I have
these
nothing
days.
against
I'd be
like,
yeah, no.
sex work or prostitution, but it's not my thing. So I don't. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know because it feels very like a prostitute almost. But
Sounds, yeah.
Well, yeah, and
especially
then,
like I mean, it's you're not having sex, but it's also like this is still kind of a sexual thing. You're being intimate with somebody else, and like there's an exchange about it, and that's just not my thing. But
yeah.
and also like you can't control who's coming up to you,
and it's like
so-
it's almost like like the
There's-
customer's always right, but
right.
they're
There's
not.
no like
even
no
when they're
shirt,
not.
no shoes, no service kind of
Yeah.
thing. It's just like everybody line up. You know, it's
Yeah.
you all got money. You're good. So I don't know. Answer your question. No, I wouldn't do it.
Took the long way around.
yes, we took the long road.
But yeah, I went with my friend last time, and it was we had a really good time and stuff. But I forgot. I mean, I had gone a few years prior to that, like before 2020. I'd gone a few years prior, but I went with one of my guy friends, and I think I went with my husband. He was my boyfriend at the time, but I was like. This time I went with one of my girlfriends and one of my best girlfriends, and we went, and I was like, I forgot how horny people are here.
Well, I mean, just the
forget.
women. Like it's all like the tits push. What is that called?
Corset.
Corset, but it's like
Yeah.
the tits are huge for every chick
Oh, yeah.
because they're pushed all the way up and they're out.
Well, we were like trying to like we were legit thirsty. We wanted something. We wanted like some type of tea or something because around that time it gets
kind of
that
thirsty.
like
Okay.
yeah. We were like
I was like, I just said tits. You said thirsty.
we're
okay.
thirsty. I know this is not.
We were all thirsty. Like, okay.
Yeah, something.
Okay. You wanted an iced tea or something. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I wanted an iced tea, some water, or something
Yeah.
like that. And we go to this one booth, and we're like, okay, finally, we find somewhere we can get something to drink. We don't want like a soda. We want like something
Right.
more refreshing.
Yeah.
And we find this booth, and we're just looking at the menu. And we were like one of the first people at this booth because they had just opened. And we're looking at the menu, and then the woman straight up. One of the girls when she's like, "Hello, fair maidens," and like goes full out, and we're like, "Oh hi," and then she's just like, "Care for a drink? Feel free to drink off me," and she just places her tits on the counter, and just goes like this, and we're like,
I was looking for more of like a
We're okay,
sparkling
thank you.
water.
but she like, yeah, she just,
that's the thing.
She
there,
was like flirting with us all the way of like us like handing up our credit card or debit card and everything, and we're like, we just wanted some tea.
Yeah.
You don't have to hit on me. It's okay.
Right.
Thank you. But also I was just wanting some
I want a cold beverage.
Yeah, I just wanted a cold drink. It's just really hot out. We're trying to reapply our sunscreen. It's really So back to the basics. I can't back to basics.
Back to basics.
We're really looking for I'm really looking forward to having
That's what it should be called.
Back to basics.
Back to basics.
Because it's the Ren Fair.
Back
It's
to
like
the
old.
basics.
Back to
or
the
like your
basics.
page.
Back or the back
page.
to yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see.
For the basics.
At the base.
Back
That's
to the
true.
basics. That's the intro.
Back to the base.
Back to the basics.
And then
I want to do like a quick stupid little joke if it got like a true following where it's like, oh yeah, over here we have our denim, we have our polyester, and here's our basic section. It's just us three
You just
going
walk right to it.
right up to it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to that episode.
Yeah,
We were
that'd be
also
cool.
talking about doing one in Vegas.
You guys gonna go in costume and everything too?
Oh yeah, we're going all out.
Do you have to go in costume to the Ren Fair?
No.
Yeah, because
No,
I
I've
know
gone.
I didn't when I went. I was not. I
No.
was like,
You're just casual.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But I feel like
well, I
I
was
have to.
kind of dragged along by my grandma, one of her friends.
Oh, okay.
So and they weren't in costume either.
They weren't
but,
in, yeah.
Just like you come with us to this thing. Okay.
Yeah, I have a
But-
I have a little corset top I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna try to find like this. I'm trying to go as like a little dark fairy or something like
Okay.
that, like some type of really cute, like little nymph,
Like a nymph, yeah.
like a little nymph
okay.
thing,
Yeah.
which is probably gonna really backfire for me because
They're gonna give you the soft kiss sign again.
they
like,
do.
Soft kiss. Chelsea's back. You guys.
Chelsea's back. Let's
She's
go.
a nymph.
She's a nymph. Well,
Yeah.
I know like some of the nymphs. Like those are some of like the most favorite characters that people like to go after there. And I'm like, I'm
Okay.
probably shooting myself in the foot, but that outfit is just so cute.
Yeah.
And
Think about the content.
Man.
That's what
Think about the
For the
content.
content.
I'm sorry, I'm filming.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, it's for the content.
None of this today.
None of this. Do you see this?
see
No,
this?
no, no.
None of
Hard
this.
wood.
Not even soft.
Not even soft.
Nope.
We are working here.
Yeah, this is a job.
This is a job. We are
job.
working.
What was I gonna say? I forgot. It wasn't related to that. Oh well, whatever.
What time do you got?
We're at 1:02, but we paused a few times because of the
Wait, pause.
tech
Couple more
issues we're
minutes.
having. Yeah, we got a few minutes.
Yeah.
Chelsea, is there anything else going on you want to talk about?
Anything.
Other than the basics. I know you said you were acting in. I think something you said.
2
about.
plays that
Yeah.
are coming up.
Tell me
Yeah.
about those.
Doing puffs.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I noticed wearing a Hufflepuff shirt.
Yeah,
Ooh.
wearing. I just threw that. I just realized that. I was like, I had a feeling we were going to talk about it, but I
Yeah.
had no intention. I just kind of I was like, where's my hoodie?
Okay.
I'm cold, and I grabbed this. But
I
yeah,
have one of the Gryffindor jersey sweaters.
Oh, yeah.
That I bought from Universal
Universal.
Studios like years ago. If you come back, I'll wear that.
yeah, please do. Of course, I'll be back.
Yeah,
of course.
Of course, she'll be
Of
back.
Of course,
You
that's
heard
not
it
even a
here, guys.
question. Of
Yeah.
course, I'll be back. In like 3 weeks, I'll be back
I know,
again.
yeah. Every month.
Every
she could
month
be,
I'll be
yeah.
back. I'll be the once a month guest star.
Whatever you
Hey,
want.
that works. So tell me about so you're doing puffs again.
Puffs. Yeah, I did that in 2019. It's the 7 magical years at a certain school of wizardry and witchcraft or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like a parody of Harry Potter,
Right.
but it's not saying any of the characters'
It
names.
doesn't mention
Right.
anything about. Does it say still like?
There's like little
Muggle?
hints, like I
Okay.
think Potter is used
Okay.
But it's like an unofficial Harry Potter play.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's from the viewpoint of the 7 years at Hogwarts from the Hufflepuff house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's funny.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's playing down here in Orange County, so come see it.
You
both can come see it.
Yeah.
Try to get you guys some comp
Where
tickets.
in Orange County?
San Clemente.
Okay.
So just south.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm doing-
Beautiful. Clemente's beautiful.
Yeah. Cabrillo Playhouse. It's literally like an old Adobe house that's was turned into a theater. I don't know how many years ago. It's old, probably like in the 60s.
Okay.
But I've done some shows there in the past. And so I'm doing that. And I'm doing a Midsummer Night's Dream right after that.
Okay.
Right
Is
after.
That's the Knots? No.
No.
Sorry.
I was like, no, that's Shakespeare.
Yeah. Sorry. No.
No, you're thinking Summer Nights.
Summer Nights. That's right. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, Midsummer Night's Dream is the Shakespeare play.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
had to read that in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that is the production we did on Zoom in 2020, and we're finally now putting
Doing
it
it
up
in
live.
person?
Finally doing it in
Wow,
person.
That's cool.
Finally.
Cool.
This will
Yeah.
be the first time in person.
First
then.
time in person for 1 weekend only.
Oh, when is that?
It's July. I think it's like literally like midsummer, like mid-July or something
So
like that.
have you met all these people in person yet? This will be the first time.
There's a couple of them I have not met yet. Like some of them, I know some of them can't do it. Some of them, I think.
You said last time they're like in other.
Yeah, one of them is in
states,
another
countries.
Was
Okay.
in another country. Like we're hoping she can come back. There's still hope, but we're not 100% sure because she's
Okay.
getting married and she's going on a honeymoon. So
She's
and
busy.
yeah, she's busy,
Yeah.
but she might be. We'll see. I don't want to say like yes, this person's cast guaranteed, but one of the basics is in it with me, and he's
Basic.
going to be in that, and he's going to be in Puffs with me. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And is your husband in these productions?
he's
too?
directing it. He's the director of both.
We gotta get him on here.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. He would have come today, but he actually is doing a show.
Yeah, he sounds busy.
He is
so-
busy. He's got his summer is pretty filled up.
Okay.
So, but I'm in these two with him. It's just reprising what I've already played.
Yeah.
The first time I did Puffs, he was actually in the show with me. I actually auditioned for it and everything, but
Right.
the second time he was just like, "Go to callbacks,"
Yeah.
go to callbacks, and I'm like, okay.
Right. Use the connections that you have. That's fine.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Nepo. It was a Nepo baby.
Yeah. Well, is it? It's not. Is it still
It's not
nepotism?
nepotism.
Or is that strictly
It's-
parent child? Or is
It is-
nepotism like it's anyone you know?
I don't know.
Is it?
Caesar,
I
my
don't think
laptop's
so.
dead. Look up nepotism real quick. Just see what it is. Because like people rail on that, like the nepo babies thing, and it's like, why not use those connections that you have? to
It's
just-
like you can use. I think to an extent it's fair, and then the other part is like,
I could see where it could be tricky.
It can be
like,
tricky.
Okay, he got this job solely for the parent, but
Exactly.
say
Yeah.
or whatever. But say like this person got you in the door, but then you still had to.
you still have to
perform.
work at it.
Yeah, that I think is fine.
That's
Yeah.
like that's totally fine. But yeah, I can't stand when people are just like, it's almost like I have everything handed to me. It just I don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't like that. Like to an extent, like if you need, that's why I'm one of the people that's like I don't want to represent that necessarily. I
Right.
will take that nepotism a little bit,
right.
but
not
I don't.
so-
But I like earning stuff.
Yeah.
I like to earn it. It just
Yeah,
makes
why
me
not?
feel better. I don't want
So
want
you
things
know that, like,
handed to me.
You're good at what you do.
Yeah.
What you do. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Caesar. What does it say for nepotism?
Nepotism, the definition of nepotism?
Yeah.
The practice among those with power or influence of favoring relatives, friends, or associates, especially by giving
Okay.
them jobs.
Okay, so I guess
The
it's
relatives,
everybody.
friends.
Oh,
and
friends
it's not
count.
just parents and kids.
So it's for everybody.
So we're good. Use it.
Yeah.
Do it.
So that's do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it for right now. Those are the
Okay.
two things, and then I'm just working on some film stuff.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah.
So we're kind of reaching the end here.
Yeah.
Clint, what is there anything else you want to talk about before we go?
I don't know. I think I'm good.
Okay. So I guess we'll wrap it up. This is gonna be, I guess, quick, but I don't know if you guys saw what I posted on Instagram earlier today, where this little girl was getting like smushed by a mattress. There's this Instagram account that I follow called Kids Getting Hurt. We'll tag them. They don't need it. They're way bigger than us. But I love
It's
this
so
account.
good.
It's so good of little kids just getting hurt.
Getting
They're not
hurt.
getting seriously injured.
No, it's just
okay?
like falling over on a
Yeah,
bike
they'll
or
be
something.
like standing on a table and they just like fall off, and it's so funny. And it's so funny. And I post them periodically every 3 months. I'm like, oh, this is funny. And somebody asked me one time, they DM me like, what do you think, what is fun? They didn't, not like
they
in a
don't
bad
get
way.
it?
They're like, what do you think, why do you think this is so funny? But because conversation started and it led to that, I was like, I don't know why. And they were like, what about this do you think is funny to you? Like, why do you think this pulls at something in your head? And I was like, I don't know. I think it's because they just, first of all, they're so like, they're almost like pinballs.
Yeah.
Like if I were to fall off this table, it wouldn't look the same as a little kid that falls.
Yeah.
They'd probably jump right back up and they're fine.
Yeah.
For me, I'd be like, it'd be worse.
You're paralyzed for 6 months.
I'd be very much the 30s version of someone.
I was just going to say that joke. I was just about to make that joke.
You should make that now.
The 30s getting hurt?
Yeah. People in their 30s getting hurt.
Oh, it's like people just standing up going, oh.
Yeah. But they were like, what do you think? What about it? This is pulling at this thing in her head. And I was like, I think just because it's so cartoonish, I guess, that it's just this small human is getting like flattened safely. They're not dead. But like just, you see, I don't know if you guys saw what I posted, but it's just this little girl and this mattress thing just crushes her.
Oh.
And it's a mattress. She's fine. But it's just seeing it like this little human just disappear underneath this thing.
Oh, poor baby.
And you're like, but it's a little kid, so they're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Like they're made out of putty. So it's like it's so hilarious to me. And I love seeing little kids get hurt.
It is a good
Not seriously injured, but getting like
your nephew that you have right now is
fresh
gonna
baby,
the fresh baby
one.
is gonna look back on this and be like,
I'll be the one hurting him for sure. I'll be the one throwing him onto a trampoline and watching him fly in the air and being like, hey,
turn into that new what's
hey
that?
brother, my brother, look, his name is Chris. Look what he's doing today.
He's gonna be that new, what is it that mean that din 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 din.
He's just like flying in the
He's
air.
flying. Shooting Stars, that's the name of the song.
Stars,
The artist is Back Raiders.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know. I knew about that song before it blew up. That's why
okay.
I was like, oh, this is like a meme now.
A meme now.
Yeah. Yeah, but kids getting hurt is hilarious. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Maybe
No, there is some funny moments.
There is.
I'm probably going to laugh at my own
It's like
kids.
that same show that used to be around where kids say the darndest things.
Oh,
it's like,
gosh,
they're
I
not,
love that show.
Yeah, because they're humans, but they're not humans.
Yeah.
They're not part of society yet. So they can kind of say whatever they want, do whatever they want.
We've officially come full circle, by the way, because we were talking about kids at the very beginning of saying whatever they want to teachers.
Oh, you're right. We did.
Here we are.
Look at that.
Planned it that way.
Perfect.
Planned it. Yeah, it's just something funny about kids because they're just not. They're not us.
They're not.
So, the things that if I threw Caesar across the room, it'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? But like,
there's a lawsuit.
Yeah. If a little kid went like flying in the room and they jump back up afterwards, it's like, oh, that's pretty funny. That's a good way to end it on. Sorry. So thank you guys for showing up for episode 41 of the 30s podcast. 41, crazy.
I know.
Caesar, let's start with you. Where can we find you at?
You can follow me at Caesar Rod Podcast and Video, and my personal one at I Am Caesar Rod, so you can get info on all the other shows that I do.
That's right. And Carla and Caesar.
Carla and Caesar's Modern Life.
Yeah.
That's my YouTube channel with my wife. We just did a podcast episode. Every episode we do 3 Am I the Asshole scenarios.
Yes.
This one, we asked if it was okay to smoke weed in front of a pregnant lady at a concert.
Oh, wait a minute. Before we leave, I didn't watch that one. What was your answer? Someone asked you guys that?
Yeah, it was like a scenario. They were like, was I wrong for smoking weed at a concert in front of a pregnant lady? Because they were like, oh, my wife's pregnant. It's like, well, you're at a concert. Like, what's...
She's there.
She's there at a concert. So why would you
cater to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
But at the same time, like, you don't want to just smoke in front of people because it's not allowed, technically. So I don't know. I mean, I agree that you should be able to because that's what you do, especially if they said they were at seeing somebody that was associated with smoking weed.
Who was it?
I didn't say who. So it was like, if it's Snoop Dogg or something like that, then why would why are you pregnant going to see Snoop Dogg?
You should know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just watch that video then. We don't have to talk about it. Sorry. We're not gonna commandeer his content. Chelsea, go ahead and plug all your stuff.
Just find me on Instagram at sincerelyyourcc. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm on TikTok under the same name, but I'm trying to get a little bit better at TikTok. Again, we just discussed that last time too, where it's just
hard.
like, yeah.
You have to be like every day,
every
hour, like just constantly like
Yeah.
churning out stuff. And
But Instagram is where you can mainly find me.
Yeah.
And go watch the basics.
That's right.
Go watch the basics on my channel.
Yes, and the plays you talked about.
Yeah, and go watch. Yeah, Cabrillo Playhouse this summer.
Cabrillo Playhouse. San Clemente.
San Clemente.
Clint, go ahead.
At the _Clint_show. Let's go.
So intense. Uncle 2 _ Marcus, but the 30s pod on Instagram, YouTube, which gets that's the thing is the YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the things. We're on all the things. Thank you for being here, everybody. It was a lot of fun.
It's fun.
Chelsea, we'll see you again next month.
Yes, see you again next month. Probably legit.
Yeah,
see you again next month.
Yeah, month to month. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Hey.